Coach Casey here at Lobo Gymnastics. This is week 2 of our online videos. So this week we're going to be focusing on rolling skills. Today we're going to be doing forward rolling skills. We're going to utilize both the floor and the trampoline. We're going to go from preschool all the way up to advanced. So we're going to start out with just basic positions and form for our forward rolls. And then we're going to work on connecting our rolls to different jumps and also to other rolls and skills. And then on the trampoline for the advanced kiddos, we'll work on some salto drills and skills. So our rolling positions lead up to those saltos, the front tuck and the back tuck. So we'll work on those for the more advanced kids as well.
Next, we're going to be doing log rolls, okay? So we're going to go over the positions really quickly. This is another one that you're going to want to make sure you stay hollow in. So Coach Casey right now is in a hollow position. And the next position she's going to show you is the Superman position or Superwoman. But basically, to do a log roll straight and correctly, those are the two positionings of your body that you need to do. So you can go all the way across the floor doing your log roll. You'll see Coach Casey's hollow and then to her Superman. Hollow to her Superman. Her toes are together the whole time and her arms are covering her ears the whole time as well. So just make sure you really stress that whenever they are doing their log rolls. All right, so next we're gonna work on really making sure that we're not using our hands to stand up from our forward roll. So this is a candlestick drill it will really help your little one grab the concept of it. So Coach Casey's candlesticking and then she's gonna reach in front of her and stand up without using her hands. So you can tell your little one if there's something in front of them, tell them to reach for the wall, or if you're in front of them, tell them to reach for you. You can even stick your hand out and tell them when they rock back, tell them reach for my hands, and they can stand up from there, okay? So this is going to be on how not to do your candlesticks or your forward rolls while standing up. So you'll see after Coach Casey's candlestick, her hands go straight down to the floor and that's what's helping her get up, okay? We really wanna work your little one's core muscles to help stand up without having to put their hands down, okay? So it should not look like that. So just like Coach Casey said, we are in week 2, which is rolling week. So for our preschools and beginner, we're just gonna go over and break down the positions of a forward roll. So first, Coach Casey is gonna show us a ta-da position. That is gonna be how you start your forward roll. It's just feet together, arms straight up. The next position is gonna be a tunnel position. So hands straight down, feet down, and she's in a tunnel position, making sure that her head is down and her chin is to her chest. The last position that she's going to show you is a sitting tuck position, and this will be the last part of your forward roll before you stand up with no hands. So the whole goal for the forward roll is to not put your hands down while doing it, okay? So you're also gonna wanna stay in a hollow position the whole time during your forward roll, okay? So when you come out of your roll, you're gonna come here and you go straight into your tuck, standing up. You'll notice Coach Casey did not put her hands down at all when doing her forward roll. So she's gonna connect all of those, ta-da to tunnel, hollow to her sitting tuck, and standing up, finishing with her ta-da position. You'll see that Coach Casey, after this one, she's gonna grab the bean bag. And if you guys have a prop like this at home and your little one's having a hard time grabbing the concept of keeping their chin to their chest in their forward roll, feel free to have them put it under their chin in order to make sure they keep their chin to their chest. The next kind of roll we're gonna go over is gonna be a straddle forward roll. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys. First, you're just sitting in your straddle position. The second one is gonna be rocking back and forth. So Coach Casey's heels are even coming off of the floor to create that rocking motion. The last step of your straddle forward roll is going to be pushing up with your hands, standing position, and then finishing and rolling out. Okay, so we're gonna do it a little bit faster now so you can see it. We don't want you to reposition your hands after getting up, just go straight into your forward roll. So she's in a straddle position, she's gonna rock, up, go straight into her forward roll. So you'll see her hands are still in the middle of her legs when she's doing her forward roll. We'll show you guys one more time. Now, mom, dad, or whoever's doing this drill with your little one, you guys may need to help and they may need a little bit of a spot. So I suggest to kind of lift from the back by their hips. So you can even stand behind them and help lift their hips up in order for them to get all the way up and stand into their straddle position. Okay, so now we're going to be connecting some of the rolls and jumps from last week. So first, what you guys can do, if they've mastered their forward roll, you can ask them to connect 2 forward rolls in a row. So forward roll, reaching, not putting their hands down to stand up at the end, okay? The next one that you guys can do for your connecting just for a regular forward roll is they can do forward roll into a tuck jump and sticking it after. The next one that you guys can tell them to do or ask them to do is going to be a forward roll into a straight jump. You'll see Coach Casey started in her ta-da position, then tunnel, and then forward roll. Okay, so once they master those rolls, just the regular forward rolls and connecting jumps after, they can do their straddle forward rolls and connect their straddle forward rolls into some jumps. So you can do a straddle, just starting in a standing straddle position and doing 2 straddle forward rolls in a row. So she starts standing and then sits into her straddle after her forward roll. What you can also do is you guys can connect a standing straddle forward roll into your jumps. So again, straddle forward roll, stand up into a straight jump. And you guys can even do that with a tuck jump, starting with your legs apart or sitting down, rocking motion, rolling, standing up, tuck jump. The last connecting rolls that you guys are going to be able to do is doing your forward roll and connecting it to your straddle forward roll. So starting in a ta-da position, tunnel position, going straight into your sitting straddle forward roll, standing up. So you'll notice that at the end, Coach Casey's hands were down for that last straddle forward roll, and that's just because that's just with the momentum, her hands are going to be down. So that is okay. Right now, Coach Casey is gonna be practicing her what is gonna eventually be a handstand forward roll, but since this is for our preschoolers or our beginners, she's not completely all the way vertical, okay? So this is also to help them get the feel of like a rolling motion if they're having trouble with that. So just having them start with their legs on top of a raised surface already is gonna help them get over into their roll easier. So this is a good drill. You guys can use, I mean, even a wall you can use, and they may need a little spot. And again, you can spot them from their hips and holding onto their hips on each side and kind of helping them and guide them into their roll, okay? So that's just another good drill for your little one for them to get used to the rolling motion.